everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. And we're going to look at an ITV mini series today, just 3 episodes that's been showing as I'm recording this. A couple of days before this, I got behind on this one. I should have had this out a couple of days ago, but just didn't have the time, unfortunately. It was on at 9 o'clock. That's well past my bedtime most of the time, 9 o'clock at night now. We're up early, so yeah, we're going to have a look at it's classed as a crime thriller, which is more a psychological crime thriller. So we're going to have a look at a little 3 episodic thing called Too Close today. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notification. All these vlogs are coming out. I do these little movie, TV, drama reviews, information vlogs, lots of different things. And also you will notice on the playlist stuff on my football team as well, Manchester City. So if that's of any interest or someone you know might be interested, please point in my direction. Do lots of stuff on Manchester City history, past, present, quizzes, information vlogs, magazine vlogs, book clubs, lots of different things. So if you know anyone who might be interested in that, please point them my way. That'll be very, very grateful. But this is film and TV today we're going to have a look at. And if you check out my Facebook and Twitter, if you follow me or friend me on there, I do post loads of stuff on film and TV on there. And if you do follow and friend me, I do check every 2 or 3 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. And all comments very welcome. Comments on this if you want. If you want to comment on this, interesting reading some of the reviews on Internet Movie Database, I must admit. And they always are with British dramas, I think. Perhaps we don't appreciate them as much as perhaps some of the, when they do get exported. There's a lot of love out there for British drama, but I think we're a bit more critical in our own country of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, some interesting reviews. We'll touch on that in a moment anyway. And please, Tuesday the 20th of April from 5 PM British Standard Time till 6:30, I'll be going live to discuss everything film and TV. So, you know, let me know what what you're watching at the moment, what you're looking forward to. Let's have a little chat about films and have a little bit of fun if we want. Have a bit of a laugh as we go along as well, because I always like to be cheerful, have a bit of fun. So join me for that. If you can just dip in, even for 5 or 10 minutes, just dip in and say hello. That'd be fantastic. It'd be great to sort of chat to you or look at your typewritten messages as I chat back, sort of thing. So please keep your eyes out for that. If you push that notification button, of course, it'll notify you when I'm going live. So it's Tuesday the 20th of April 2021 at 5 PM British Standard Time. About an hour and a half I'll do. Obviously, I have to be usually in bed about 8 or 9 because I'm up early. But that should be good fun. Join me for that. Right, let's have a look at this Too Close now. Yeah, it's about, what's it about? Well, it's about forensic psychiatrist Emma Robertson, played by the wonderful Emily Watson, is assigned to work with Connie Mortensen, played by the equally wonderful Denise Gough, a wife and mother accused of despicable crime. Her assessment of the woman's sanity will determine whether she faces life in jail or a secure psychiatric hospital, or the chance of rehabilitation and release. Well, there you go. It's all on her. I think the psychiatrist has just got as many mental problems, sadly, as the patient in this one, to be honest with you. But it all pans out in the 3 episodes anyway. This also stars Thalissa Teixeira, Carl Johnson, Jamie Sives, and Reece Cooper, but obviously a cast led by the ladies, this one, so it's a very female orientated story, and it sort of does have a more female appeal than a male appeal to the people watching as well. I've seen that. It's directed by Sue Tully and written by Clara Salomon, who's actually a lifelong friend of Emily Watson from the age of about 5, I think. So they've been great friends. So it's nice to see Emily appearing in this for her. Is it any good? Well, I'd look at Internet Movie Days. As I said, I've been looking through. It's a little bit of Marmite on this one, but overall it's doing okay. It's got a 6.6 out of 10, which is obviously, you know me, 6 is my watchable rating. 6.6 isn't too bad at all. And that's based on 366 scores and reviews that have been left by people so far. It's very early days, obviously. That will increase over time. Episodes actually rate anywhere between episode 1 gets a 6.8, episode 2 got a 6.8 as well, and episode 3 got an 8. Yeah, not quite sort of my markings for the episodes, to be honest with you. I do a little bit of the good, the bad, and the meh, don't I? Just pick a review from a user, and so I pick a good one, I pick a bad bad one and I pick a meh one. Right, the good, yeah, plenty of high scores and low scores on here with nothing in between, they say. It's a slow burner of a series with two obviously traumatised women and a lot of mystery of what's happened to them. But you have to be patient and wait for the slow but sure character development. Don't tune in if you're expecting an exciting and fast-paced programme. Yeah, don't do that. If you enjoy a good psychological drama with plenty of questions to be answered, this is for you. There you go, so that's positive. The bad, yeah, the bad comments. We got boring. I love a British drama and had high hopes for this, obviously based outside the UK, this gentleman. Well, after what I've just said, there you go. However, unfortunately, I found it lacking and boring throughout. Never really got into third gear, never mind first or second. It was a struggle to see it through. So, yeah, that was a bad one. And the mayor we got, this did make me laugh. It's a bit quite funny actually. Carolyn Ocean on the 14th of April 2021, so I'm sure she won't mind me using a name. I'm sure that's probably not a real name. Not sure yet, she wrote on this one. I have mixed views on this one. Emily Watson's character is quite bizarre. She is. I mean, which of them is the psychiatrist here? Denise Goff has even got me thinking about my pathetic sex life. There we go. I was just sharing that with us. Better go make a move on my husband tonight before he ends up on the other end of my phone having sex with one of my neighbours. By the way, who actually calls out a name at that moment. Yeah, so I'm obviously linking to a scene in the actual drama. Anyway, I will tune in tonight to see the conclusion, so obviously you'd only watch 1 and 2, but I am thinking that this is all a little too far-fetched and bohemian, a strange group of people and an even stranger storyline. Yeah, and I think that middle of the road comment sort of, because I was a little bit surprised by the 6.6 out of 10, to be honest with you, but early days, so perhaps people connected with the programme are getting on and giving it a little few higher scores. I'm not saying it's going to be it's a bad film, and you'll see my score later. It's not a total disaster, but yeah, I was a little bit surprised myself, because obviously that little review I've just read out there sort of, a lot of what I was thinking, apart from the sexual side of that, I'm not really, but I'm just saying, obviously that's, it is a bit of a mishmash and a funny one, and it's funny characters, strange people, as she said in this. I believe Denise Goff, obviously, for this role, had to spend up to 4 hours in makeup for some of the scenes, and some of the tears she actually cries. She does a really good job. I mean, she's put through the ringer in one way or another. Some of the tears were real as she played certain harrowing scenes in this series. And the disused Holloway Women's Prison doubled for the psychiatric unit. Yeah, it looked the part, I must admit. Right, my little summation of this. Yeah, it's not going to be to everyone's taste. I can see that looking through Internet Movie Database. Very slow burning, and I'll say very slow burning. Certainly for a 3-episode psychological thriller. So there's not much time to get it. It's ITV, so it's only like 42 minutes per episode. So you're talking basically a film, and just under 2-hour film, aren't you? Denise Goff and Emily Watson, yeah, do a pretty good job with the material. That isn't always great, and it's hard to think that people can make some of the decisions the characters in this drama make, as it sort of goes from good psychological gritty scenes to some fairly daft soap style ones, in my opinion, and some very cringe-worthy ones as well. Some that make you go, oh God, you know, it's certainly, obviously, as mentioned before, perhaps a couple of the sex scenes are a bit, you know, I'm no prude by any means, but they're just a bit silly, really. The plot holes are plenty. Unfortunately, many of them are never quite filled in as the story progresses. As I said, the reviews are incredibly mixed. I can see why. The story of the mental breakdown is reasonably well told, a little bit over the top at times, but yeah, it's quite well done. But around this, you've got a little too much filler and background that doesn't really, as I say, just is a bit silly overall. 3 episodes was probably correct for this, actually. I mean, there's nothing wrong with 3 episodes for this story, but unfortunately, it does get a little bit, it does seem a little bit too long, so they've not filled the 2 hours or so very well, unfortunately. The fact that it's told in flashback, that keeps you interested, because you know how we get to that very shocking, there's a very shocking first scene, which was excellent, by the way. I enjoyed that, and that's, oh, this looks good, sort of thing when you watch the first 5 or 10 minutes. But unfortunately, it did struggle a little bit to sort of peak after that. It was all pretty much downhill with the odd little up, but mostly down, unfortunately. And it all reaches a satisfactory but not a mind-blowing climax. It's all a bit of meh. The ending, to be honest with you. I'm not being what's it with the word climax there. I'm talking about the climax of the series. Yeah, the two main performances I think sort of rescue it. It doesn't always work. Emily and what's the young lady's name? I always forget these things. Where are we? Yeah, Denise, Emily and Denise. Yeah, it sort of works most of the time. It doesn't always work by any means in this. It's sort of a bit up and down, and but they do sort of rescue it. Emily's good anyway. Good to watch, and I think this will appeal more to women. I've been looking through the reviews, and there's a lot of, you can tell where it's a lady or a gentleman. You've had some gentlemen saying, "Well, I've been watching this. The wife loves it. I have no idea why she does." So that's the sort of thing we're getting. So a lot of men not really appreciating this, to be honest with you. When I look back at some of the reviews, and I can understand that. And I'm going to put my man head on though with this review, and I will say, episode 1, I probably only scored it 5 out of 10. Episode 2, I probably scored it 6. And episode 3, I think it went down again. As I said, I'm totally different to those scores earlier on, which said was obviously the third episode was the best. I thought the second episode was the best of the 3, so I'm only gone down to 5.5. So my little rating overall, yeah, it is only going to be 5.5 out. It's just below my watchable, but I wouldn't put you off. I wouldn't say it was a total waste of 2 hours. I said there was some elements of it I found quite interesting and some good scenes, but there was a lot of rubbishy staff scenes, in my opinion, in this for a psychological thriller especially as well. It's such a shame because it did certain things so well, and other things it was just a bit silly, as I said sometimes. This is available to watch at the moment on the ITV hub, so check your territories if you're outside of the UK, and it will, if you want to buy it, if you love it, and you do love it, and it's obviously some of you won't be buying it, but if you do want to buy it, it's out to buy on DVD from May the 24th 2021. I think the DVD is going to be about $12.99, which sounds a little bit expensive, so hopefully by the time we get to May it'll be a little bit cheaper than that. I wouldn't really want to pay more than $9.99 for a 2 hour. It's not as though it's a 12 episode mini series, is it? It's only a 3 episode 2 hour long thing, so it seems a bit expensive to me, but that's out to buy on DVD on May the 24th. Let me know what you think anyway, if you like this, and if you're female and you loved it, and if you're male and you hated it, and then somewhere in between. As I said, it's pretty Marmite, so there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on the Film and TV channel. Don't forget that live thing, or we meet on the Citizen channel, perhaps my little football channel. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.